wants to kick us off? Oh, yeah.
Sam, what are your thoughts on that and where it kind of broke down, especially in that second half of the second quarter?
I think you just answered the question, just our energy went, I think, and we probably turned it to worrying about refs calls and a few, we shot the ball well. Oh, sorry, we didn't shoot the ball well. We had lots of open shots, open threes, but I thought we got the break early because we got to the rim. We sort of shot too many threes and lost our way a little bit, and the energy went out of the room. And I think we recovered in the second half. We're playing a bit of catch up.
And the execution, especially I think down the stretch, were you happy with the looks that you got as you're kind of trying to peg that lead back in the fourth?
Yeah, I mean, since we've sort of run in some new stuff and haven't had much of a chance to train apart from the first week. We've had 3 games in 7 days, so there hasn't been much time to execute under pressure. It wasn't great at times. It was a grind, but for me, in the 3 games I was coaching, it was never about the offense. It was about the defense. And if you look at the ratings where we're at right now, we've made massive improvements. We won the rebounding tonight against the best offensive rebounding team by 10. So if we play like that for the rest of the season, we're playing the right way and we're going to win basketball games.
How tough has it been to have that 3 games in 7 days from a low? Were you expecting coming to this one that length might be a factor?
Yeah, well, we played really well against New Zealand. We got through bodies, so I think the highest minutes against New Zealand was 26 minutes. So I thought it would be pretty fresh. Did some stuff today to try to get everyone feeling as good as they could, so they had the juice because Illawarra is such a good team. But yeah, we just that one little phase, and that was probably how we were in the first few games of the season. We had these little lapses, and I think it was 18-7 in that second 5-minute period, and I think I tried to call 2 timeouts in that period because I sensed it myself, and whether I went too early on the second one, I'm not sure. But yeah, Harvey got cooking as well. He was 6 or 7 from 3. He's a pretty good basketball player.
Joe, from a playing group perspective, when those lapses start to kick in, are you guys kind of self-identifying what you need to do to kind of flick that switch back, or is it just not happening quick enough?
Yeah, I think it's just staying together a little bit better. Obviously, the game of basketball, there's going to be runs. They went on a big run in that second quarter, and it's just, I think we got to do a better job, obviously, of nipping it early and getting better shots when that starts to happen. Because obviously they're getting out and running, they're scoring, and so we need to do a better job taking care of the ball. Sometimes maybe slow down the possession a little bit and make sure we get a good shot and finish possessions with rebounds. So I think that's something we need to continue to get better at.
What's the mood like after a game like this? I mean, you just coming off 2 really, really positive wins, and you took it to one of the better teams in the league so far this season. But what's the mood like right now?
Yeah, obviously disappointed in that loss, but overall I think we have a lot of confidence in this group. Obviously turning it around a little bit under Sammy. I think he's done a great job coming in here and leading this group. I think we got a lot of good things in place with this team, and I think we can really make a run at it.
Sam, how are you reflecting on this last little period? It's obviously been kind of crazy being thrust into that role, but getting the team to bounce back, but obviously now knowing that you're not going to be at the helm going forward.
Yeah, that's the situation. 3 games to impact the group in a positive way. That's all I tried to do is cuddle them, kiss them, kick them in the arse, and I thought they played the right way. I've got lots of experience in the NBL, and I think I know what it takes to win. And yeah, I just make the most of the opportunities. That's what I'm looking back on. It would have been nice to finish for me personally on a win, but the group was hurting after the game, which is what I like. And Josh has got a great group moving forward, and I'll do my best to support him.
Does this experience?
I'll come back to you.
Sam, how much have you worked on the mental aspect, of the team? How much can you do in such a short amount of time? Because even though it was a loss tonight, it seemed like there's a lot more belief, at the tail end of the game when you're down 9, at 3/4 time to be able to fight to the end.
Yeah, we have a few values, and that's what I've leaned on. Have really been specific to that. So that's why the group's together and we're connected, and there is a belief there. And it's going to take hard work to get us out of this. We're 2-6, but the group is connected, and I see a really good sort of 8 games in. So I see a really good 20 games coming up for us.
It just needs a bit more time. I mean, it's still a very young, very new group, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 9 new players as well. We forget about that. The schedule, we opened up 3 venues. There's lots of things that have happened. But as I said, for me personally, I changed the structure a little bit offensively, but I wasn't I didn't dive into the execution too much. It was all about the fundamentals of basketball, which give you a good platform to succeed. And these guys will start to get the wrinkles and get some easy baskets and whatnot. I'm not worried about that. But if we don't box out, we don't rebound, we don't find pace, you don't win in the NBL. And we definitely changed it around these last 3 games.
How are you finding Malik's move into the starting 5?
Yeah, look, I think it's like Joe's someone who's been impacted by that, but he hasn't dropped his head one little bit. I tried to tell him early. He was in the next day working out early, and he's had 2 great games off the bench. How Josh does that moving forward. Look at other teams who comes off the bench. It's not who comes off the bench who finishes the game for me.
And obviously, the question to you is, how have you found, I suppose, your role?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with whatever the team needs me to do. I think it doesn't really matter. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to play similar amount of minutes, and like you said, it's who finishes the game. For me, it's just coming in and impacting the game in a winning way. Obviously, didn't start the season the way I wanted to, shooting the ball, but I know that over the course of the season, those numbers are going to average out, and I'm just going to continue to play aggressive, continue to rebound. I think that's helping our team out right now.
Massively.
Yeah, and just continue to be aggressive out there.
Sammy, how have you kind of processed the last sort of 11 days of up doing the 3 games? You knew early that they were going to bring a new coach in and then go back to becoming an assistant, but I guess that's a nice little 3-game audition for the next club that's going to go and, hey, we want a new head coach. But how you sort of processed it and now going back to an assistant?
It's like a referee's call, Michael. Like, I got the bad call 2 days in, but I can't change the call. So I've got to just stay positive with the group and try to get them on the right pathway, which I think would first, playing United, the first game was how are we going to win that. It wasn't about how do we just compete. It was how can we win. So yeah, just that was we had 3 training sessions. That's all we've had. Tried to put in what I thought could help the guys and get some confidence. We're all a bit flat. Coaches, everyone's flat. Everyone wants to win. So for me personally, I've done all I can in 3 games to get us playing the right way. But yeah, as you said, if other clubs see that I've got a bit of a good CV or whatever, I'm a potential head coach, who knows? I'm not saying it. It's out of my control.
Have you been sort of, it seems like there's been a kind of groundswell of support outside looking in. Have you sort of people touch base with you on the job that you've done over these 3 games?
Look, I have felt that. There's a lot of good Australian coaches and New Zealand coaches. And the trend is to get international coaches in, and that's fine. But look in your own backyard sometimes. Like, we've got lots of experience in the NBL and whatnot. And if it's me, if it's someone else, whoever it is, don't discount us. We're well prepared. We have knowledge of the game. Hope we can all coach one day.
Put your hand up for the Boomers qualified.
I saw an article, but no, I haven't heard. Jason. To my wedding party, but I haven't heard from Jason Smith, so yeah, stuff Jason. No, but look, I'd love to be involved in that program somewhere. Always put my hand up for that. I'd like to be involved with great players and play for the Boomers. As an ex-player, I'd love to be involved in any way. I'll go rebound, whatever.
Has Josh been separate to you and the group at the moment, or have you been reporting back to him?
I've spoken to him a couple of times, so he's been really good, just staying away from the group, and like, he's got a lot going on personally with what happened in Turkey and whatnot, but the talks have been really good about how he wants to play, the style. We're going to meet him tomorrow, face-to-face for the first time, and get into it on Monday.
Joe, what do you know about Josh King?
Yeah, not too much, to be honest with you. I think the team's focus right now has been, trying to turn this thing around. Obviously not the start we want, but I think the group's in a good place. Obviously 2-6, but we have a lot of confidence in that locker room. I think Sam, like I said, has done a great job. And head coach or not, we have a lot of confidence in him. We're going to continue to look to him as a leader. And so I think it's going to be a great, kind of dynamic with Josh coming in, but also leaning on Sam because he's someone we can all look up to.
Sammy, does Josh King want to play, I guess, a similar brand of basketball to you, or does he want to play that sort of European style?
I have no idea how he wants to play. I haven't really spoken much about basketball.
Yeah.
Josh is a defensive coach, which is, I think, defense wins in this league. So just a brief discussion I had yesterday with him, things are going well, so you're not going to come in and change it again for a third time. Refine stuff. He'll have some of his little spin on what he's going to do, but I'm looking forward to what he brings to the table.
How do you nip that 14-point run that Illawarra made tonight in the butt a bit earlier on?
I mean, I thought I called timeouts. I can't remember, Max. Did I call timeouts? Yeah, it's just finding we don't have D. Walt in this group as well right now. He's our point guard, so generally it's nice to have point guards who have played a lot of minutes. We've got Foxy, Benny, I'm trying to play Glove, Sobe. So having that leader on the floor, be able to figure out what it slow down, take the stress out of the game, get a good shot. And that's what I didn't focus on in the 3 games. I think it was important, but moving forward, that'll be the thing. Like, okay, we haven't scored 2 possessions in a row. What are we going to do? So we've got Matt hurt. So it's a pretty good weapon to use. And we've got someone like Joe or Glove or Sobe. So we will figure it out.
Joe, you're obviously a great shooter yourself. Can you talk us through, you've been getting to the bucket a lot lately over the last 2 weeks. Has that been something intentional or a coach's message from Sammy Mack or Luke
He
Brady?
slam dunked on someone today, I'm pretty sure. That was pretty nice.
I think it's just something I've always had in my game. Obviously, I've been kind of labeled as a shooter, but feel like I've always been able to get downhill. And obviously, they're trying to take away my shot because they know how well I can shoot it. So just trying to utilize my athleticism and get downhill.
How have you responded to that challenge over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think just learning how to be more physical offensively, using my body to be able to create separation coming off those screens, a little bit better, like the timing coming off those screens to create more open looks from 3. And then obviously, like I said, when they are chasing me off the line, being able to use my athleticism and get downhill.
These guys go home. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.